Hi guys. So we are live on 2 platforms today.
Ooh.
Can you get him a
There we go.
glass?
I don't want that though.
Hi everybody.
Drink wine.
We are live on a lot of pages and a lot of platforms today.
Okay.
Ooh, so my lovely better half.
I'm not the better half. You're the better half.
Cider. Decided to wear his jacket like me today.
Listen, everyone that knows me knows I'm an Adidas dude, but this isn't Adidas, but I'm the one that wears the Adidas around here. So you're trying to be like me.
That's accurate. I'm not trying to be like you though. Stop, Bubba.
That's a cute jacket though.
Hi guys. Hi
What's
everybody.
up?
I see Autumn. My dog is trying to make an appearance. Autumn, my cousin Autumn in Atlanta.
What's up?
Hi. My own keeper. I know who that is, but I can't think of their name right now. Hi. Hello.
Where am I supposed to look?
The people right there. All right. So, Papa. My goodness gracious. Stop doing your mouth like that. No, here we go. It never fits. Can't talk today, guys. All right. Comment moderation.
What are you doing? We should have had this already done. What technical difficulty?
Yeah, a little bit. All right. Okay. All right. So today, well, first of all, welcome to the Powell Hour. You can see the notes right here, babe. Oh.
No, I can't see him. I need my glasses. What? Oh, he is thick as just puppy.
So my dog, he Papa Powell. That's his name, Papa Powell. He knows when we get on and do our videos, he starts acting up.
But I'm Big Papa.
He been laying in the bed.
Am I Big Papa? Okay.
Yes, you are. All right. Hey, Kadira. Okay, Pop, you're sniffing my legs now. Stop. Okay, so yeah.
The dog, babe.
He likes to show off when we get on our lives today. So, how you doing?
I'm great, wonderful.
You got something you want to say to the people?
No, I don't really. I'm just going to respond. I'm not a camera person.
All right. First of all, I want to take a moment and pause for a moment of silence for Brandon Bernard, who is actually on death row at this particular moment. He is sentenced to death tonight under the Trump administration. He will be the first of 13 that will be executed before Biden takes office in January. But he is scheduled for his execution tonight. So as a sign of respect and, prayers and recognition for the family, let's give a moment of silence, although it's not going to be completely quiet here in our house.
Never quiet in our house. We ain't been quiet in our house ever.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right, so today we will be talking about a couple things. I can't see who all is on here watching on Facebook, but welcome everybody. We're going to be talking about a couple things. So the first thing that someone sent me that they wanted us to kind of cover is cuffing season.
What is cuffing season?
What's cuffing season? You don't know what cuffing season is?
What is cuffing season?
All right, so cuffing season is basically when it starts to get cold. Men and women.
Snuggle season.
Your snuggle buddy.
Well, why don't you call it that? What is it?
I didn't make the term up.
All right, so what about it?
What do you think about cuffing season?
I love it. Is that the question?
So there's a little bit more that goes with cuffing season, though.
Well
it's unmarried people looking for, somebody to lay up with in the winter.
Unmarried?
Yeah.
So why that doesn't apply to us then? Why are we?
But just as a married person, what do you think about it?
Wait a minute. You just said.
What do you think about unmarried people doing it? Follow. Come on. I need you to keep up.
What kind of question is that for us though?
That's what they wanted us to talk about.
You go ahead and talk about that. That don't apply to me. I can't answer something that don't apply to me. Listen, I love it. I love the whole idea of being with the person that you love or want to be close
But that's
with,
just
you know.
it. Cuffing season's not about being with somebody you love. It's about being with somebody you can tolerate in the winter.
For real?
Yes. You never heard of cuffing season?
No. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Being with somebody you can just only tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we do as single people, just tolerate each other.
Like apparently, it's a very popular thing. A lot of people do it.
For winter, I'm just gonna be with you because you smell good, and I want to be with you for the rest of the winter. That's what you're saying?
Listen, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, man.
All right. Well, you know, I like to snuggle and I like to be close with whoever I'm going to be in a relationship with, and so it almost doesn't matter that it's a season. I mean, a season is.
All right.
I wouldn't call it a
You
season.
made your debut. Okay, go ahead and get down.
Baby, get the puppy away.
He made his debut. I don't know why this keeps going out. Okay.
What? Okay. I mean, you tell me what you think about it. I think it's not a season. I think that should be all the time.
I agree. I think it should be all the time as well.
Yeah,
I didn't have, I didn't have cuffing partners when I was single.
A cuff partner. Man, I learn something new every day. I never heard of that.
Yeah, I didn't have a.
So, tell me, what do you think?
I think, I don't know what I think. I don't really think about it too much. I mean, if it floats your boat, it floats your boat. Because some people, they cool with it. They're okay with bro, it's cuffing season. Right. I'm trying to explain to him what cuffing season is.
So, the purpose is just to not be lonely?
Yes.
So you just do any old thing? Is that what?
Apparently. I mean, we ain't gonna go there.
I mean, I can remember doing, just anything just for the sake of being able to do it. But I think that if I'm gonna snuggle with someone, I want it to be someone that means something.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I totally agree.
Or else it ain't snuggling. Jay, I don't know if you want to. My answers are going to be right to the core.
Wait, were you talking to me?
This thing don't want to stay on. Is it on?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
All right.
Jay gets embarrassed with the answers I say. The things that I talk about.
Forgive us. We have a senior that's in high school, and she's sitting next to us applying at colleges right now, so she has to stay close in case she has a question.
All right, so you didn't answer the question.
I don't feel any way about cuffing season because it wasn't a thing for me. I didn't do it.
I didn't know that there was a term for it, and it was a season. I would think that that's what I got the fireplace going. Come on over, hang out. Right?
He was cuffing. Yeah.
No, that's not. No, it's not. It's not a season. It's not a season. It's just something that you do. I didn't know it was a whole term.
She said that would be her only want to be bothered when it's cold. See, I don't like to be bothered at all, except by. All right, moving on. Working versus staying at home. Okay.
That's for you. I'm gonna work until I can't. I don't know how folks cannot work.
Okay, so we could turn it. We could do different viewpoints. Okay, so my opinion is, I've been both. I am both. Well, we're kind of both. At one point. I like the work. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I do. I need to be busy. I can't sit still. If I get still, I get lazy, and I don't like being lazy.
Where are you going with this? You go ahead and answer that.
But the other part of that is I like being home with my kids. I like being home with my kids. I did.
You do. Don't say you did. You do. So what is the answer? What's the answer here?
What do you mean? The answer.
Working versus staying home.
I liked being home with my kids because I felt like I just didn't feel safe with them going to anybody to be taken care of.
Or we're talking about not just a pandemic thing. We're talking about overall.
Yeah. Now, in the pandemic, I'm losing my ever-loving mind in the house.
All right, so I didn't get the question right in the first place because I think
it just says working versus stay at home. So I guess for me, I would answer that as a person who worked and has stayed at home. But for you, the question would be different. How do you feel about a wife working or versus a wife staying at home?
All right, so okay, that's the way to answer it. The dog. I think listen, I think it's a matter of what the priorities are.
I'll come get her. I'm listening.
What the priorities are in the house. Because for me, I would rather you be home and take care of the babies. As opposed to, so this answer goes across a whole lot, because women and men, and some folks might not like it, what I say, but men are built for that. That's what my role is as dad and husband, is to go and get the, but I don't want it to sound chauvinistic, but you're supposed to be home and pregnant and barefoot and all that other thing. But I'm saying, for me, I can't see any other kind of way.
You feel my pain, Papa, when he said barefoot and pregnant.
But I didn't say you. I'm saying,
no, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Relax.
I'm just saying, listen, I'm just saying, for me, I can't see it any other kind of way. And for a cat who doesn't work, I can't understand. Shh, your dog, babe.
You keep saying my dog.
As soon as I start talking, the dog starts barking, and then I can't even get my point across. See? He ain't barking when you're
just
talking.
Just keep talking.
I don't have anything. I said it already. Listen, I think that we're built differently. And for me, and in my house, I would rather you not. I would rather you be home and make sure that our babies are getting what they need from you every day.
Right.
Especially in those years where it takes for them to be formed. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be out and get the cultural experience that they need to hang out with kids of their age group and all of that. But I think that it's a matter of how and what we want to do in our house.
Right. I agree.
And that's a personal choice for me.
Agreed.
I would rather you not, though. If you're asking me, I would rather you not. But that means there's some sacrifice. That means we might not have 2 or 3 Lexus.
Okay, I get it.
Or 17 bathrooms. Because we have one income. I mean, so that's
17 bathrooms. Hush.
I'm just saying.
I don't mind either way, but seeing especially right now. Hush. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have a pit bull. He's very demanding, so he likes to show off. Get your dog. And get him. Take him in the kids' room. Anywho.
I'm a designated dog sitter. Come on, puppy.
Teenagers. You just gotta love them. Now that I have little ones and it's a pandemic, I definitely want to be home. Definitely think it's a need for me to stay in the house with them.
But it's safety. We're talking about overall.
When not in a pandemic, I still prefer to be at home with the girls, or at least have a job where I can manage. Getting them to school, going to work, coming home, picking them up, so I don't have to rely on somebody else to take care of them, because I know, in this crazy world, what people tend to do to children, and I don't like it.
But are you going to be okay when it's time when we don't have enough money for all the extra stuff?
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's something that we have to adjust. We all have to adjust to that. It ain't just me. We all have to adjust to it.
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm used to a certain thing. You're used to a certain thing, and when we come together and we're making a financial sacrifice, is it really going to be okay?
Yeah, it will. Listen, I've never not been okay, so I know how to make it work.
I'm adjusting.
I know how to stretch $1.
No, I don't.
I know how to stretch $1. Real good, too.
I don't. I'm adjusting to it. Honestly. That's
a whole other. I want to pause. We're going to pause right here because we're getting ready to celebrate Clayton's birthday.
Oh, for real, babe.
He's getting ready to have a birthday on.
Are you serious?
Soon. And I want you guys to take time out.
We were supposed to be friends on here.
take time out and wish him a happy birthday, you can drop it in the comments. You can go to his page, Clayton Powell, his music page, and wish him a happy birthday. If you know his page, that's his name, that's his page. Go and wish him a happy birthday. He doesn't like to be celebrated, but I told him when we got married, tough titty, kinda.
Tough your titties? Tough. Did you say cup?
No, I said tough titty.
It sounded like you said cup the titties.
Oh my god. See what I have to deal with? But yes, it's his birthday. I'm not going to tell you what day because he'll get upset, but his birthday. So wish him a happy birthday, y'all.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes, you have no choice. I told you.
I get it. Thank you.
You see how uncomfortable he is?
Totally uncomfortable.
But this is a man who plays drums nationally. Not just, in front of like 5 or 6 people. Thousands of people. And he's uncomfortable with people wishing him a happy birthday. Anywho. Moving on. Go ahead, you read this one.
I can't see it. If you want me to read something, like you got to make the words a little bigger and get it closer to me. What am I looking at?
Oh my god. Okay, so it says, is it harder to raise girls or boys? Well, I'm pretty sure that's to you.
Harder to raise girls.
I don't have boys.
Is it harder to no? Well, listen. I think you, as a parent, you have to be attentive to whatever, a boy or a girl. I don't know. We all have our different things about raising boys. For me, it wasn't so difficult raising boys because I was growing up with them. We were all learning how to become young men together. For sure.
Oh, I could imagine.
Yeah, so I think it was more of what kind of example am I going to be before my younger boys, before my boys. I think that would be the question, because I don't know that it's even more difficult than girls. I just know that for me, it was about what I wanted them to see or not see. So learning how to make sure that they understood the values and some principles and some things that were going to last with a lifetime, and what they could not do, just because of who they look like and what they look like and where we were. So I don't know that it's more difficult to raise girls that way. I'm talking about boys in specific, and I'll let you talk about girls, because I think that it is a different creature, raising a girl as opposed to raising a boy.
Raising a girl is
Papa's outside.
Yeah.
What?
Papa's outside.
He's on the chain.
Oh. I thought, because me and you.
Oh, don't scare me. I'm sorry. Raising girls is definitely not for the faint of heart. I have 4. I don't have any boys. And as a mom of girls, it's an ongoing battle of protection from them falling into the wrong hands of outsiders. So, meaning, you don't want them to be around the wrong type of friends. You don't want them, and I can't even say the wrong, well, you can't say the wrong type of friends. And that also, and then it starts to grow, and you start to think about, okay, well, the friends that they do have, what is their home life like? What kind of people are they surrounded by? And, are there men present, or this, not this just mom, or things of that nature. And then you have to worry about, when they get a certain age, you got to worry about, the predators coming after them, the men looking at them, especially if you have girls like I have that are, well endowed in places that they shouldn't be yet. But it's like an ongoing battle to keep them protected and to educate them to the best of your ability as to what could possibly happen if they were to, be in a situation or get into a sticky spot without giving them so much information. Because you don't want to scare them. You don't want, well, no, not my girls. You don't want to scare them, but at the same time, you do want them to understand some stuff.
Absolutely.
So, and all of my kids are very innocent. They're very trusting. Even my two teenagers, I worry about them all the time. They're very, very trusting of people, sometimes too trusting. And I think that's a blessing and a curse, because that lets me know that they have a pure heart, but at the same time that I'm worried, okay, these people out here going to see that and take advantage of it, type of thing. So it's just raising girls is difficult.
No, but all right, so I get it. I get that, but raising boys, it has the same sort of.
I can imagine.
My thing is every day making sure that they're not getting caught up because of where they are, who they're with, and what they look like. I think that's a big part of raising raising black. That's an issue.
And that right there would be my biggest fear. If I had a son, is raising a black son. The things that I would have to teach him.
Absolutely, but you know what, baby? I think that we don't even know that we're teaching them these things. That we're teaching them, life skills that's going to keep them out of jail, or keep them out of the way of the police. That kind of stuff. We don't even realize we're doing that because it's default in us.
What is he messing with? Oh, that's orders. Okay.
So I get that we have the same kind of things, the same kind of scares and fears. That's for sure. But
yeah.
But again, I think it's a matter of what you want your boys or your girls to see or to know.
I agree.
So right now, I have girls in the house with me.
So how is it different from when you were raising your boys?
What
challenges do you see that are different?
All right, I can say no. Don't be mad at me or anything. I'm just giving you
Okay.
The estrogen level is always on 10, and you never know exactly where the calm gray space is, because there really is none.
Okay.
So adjusting to that's different, because guys we'll say whatever we need to say to each other and we'll just move on. Move to another room or nothing. But I'm adjusting to the attitude that's a little bit different from having boys in the house. It really just is different. The dog.
The dog is on. He's wired. So that's the biggest challenge for you is the.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest challenge for me that I can think of right this moment. And some of the things that you all share with each other, and the conversations that you all have before I was around, and what you are okay with talking about and expressing, and some of the things that you all say to each other, like the capital of Thailand, and why you all. I'm getting used to that kind of, and I can see where that matters, because you guys had to protect each other, and so your conversations are different.
Yes. So you guys are wondering the whole Thailand thing. My kids, like I said, I have 4 daughters. Okay. So one of the things that I've always taught my girls is if a man or a young boy, tries to do anything to you or anything inappropriate, you ask them, what's the capital of Thailand?
Oh, I know.
Listen. It's
What's the capital of Thailand?
You just said it to me.
I have to think about it.
It's not that hard.
Are they in this conversation?
But I
was just gonna let her answer it.
I said
What's the capital of Thailand?
Bangkok.
So it's I do little things like that with the girls, so and it's different for him because he does have a daughter, but she's older, and
she rough and tough like the boys.
It's not wrong.
my girls are girly girls.
Jordan was a girly girl. She's a girly girl now for sure.
I know, but she had brothers though. She was the only girl. They don't have brothers, so they don't have the luxury of calling someone and all of that stuff. My ponytail is coming out.
Okay.
All right, moving on. All right, what is it like dating a social butterfly? Okay, so we both can answer this question.
That question is for me. You're the social butterfly.
Okay, so he is a social butterfly in his own right.
No,
He's a social moth, more like it.
Social moth. What does that mean?
Y'all laugh. Needs help.
But why? Wait, what?
A moth is like the male version of a butterfly.
A moth is a moth.
That is not why they laughed.
No, it is.
I'm just saying, because a butterfly is always associated with girl. Anywho, he is a social
Moth.
What animal you want me to use?
I'm not no moth.
Moths are very intricate and delicate creatures.
They're
So,
weird. And
you
they
know.
need training.
Don't discount a moth. Anywho, he is social in his own right. So I'll answer this first and then I'll let him take over. Okay. What's it like being married to somebody in the spotlight? It's interesting. It's very interesting.
Do you like it?
Do I like what?
Being married to someone in the spotlight.
Yeah.
I can handle it. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if I dislike it or not. If I had to answer based on right now, I would say no. I like it. I don't dislike it.
Because you haven't seen anything negative.
But even if I did see something negative, we've already discussed that though. Only person who can mess it up for you is
Me. I get it.
okay.
I get
So it's not. I'm not worried about the whole women falling over you thing. I'm not worried about that. I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me.
Really?
It doesn't bother me at all because I know how to ignore people.
I'm a little more jealous.
Did you just say that on air? Did everybody hear that?
I'm a little more
Facebook,
jealous.
did y'all hear that?
I'm a little more jealous.
Instagram, y'all hear that?
I didn't say I couldn't handle it, and I do handle it.
What do you mean you're a little more jealous?
I'm protective. A little more jealous. But because I understand and because I know what I do when I'm in public places and how I act and what my response is to some stuff, I trust that
That's good. What are you doing that for?
you understand your public thing as well as I understand mine.
I want to take a sip.
And for that, I can live very well and comfortably with you being the social person that you are
Why are you
and your social presence. I get it, and I'm just jealous because I think you're beautiful, and I think that everyone that comes across you is trying to wish that they could have you. So that's what I think. So that's why I'm a little bit more protective. But at the same time, I should protect you and shield you and guard you from some stuff in your social,
Yeah.
even in your social thing. So it doesn't. So because you're who you are doesn't mean that I shouldn't be paying attention to who's standing in the wings.
No, I ain't saying that.
Okay, but I'm still jealous though. So in the midst of me watching who's in the wing, I'm going to pay attention.
Hi.
Wow.
Oh,
You can feel that?
hot. Anywho,
Oh,
so you like being married to somebody who's
I
a
love
social
it.
butterfly?
I love it. My thing is I'm going to endorse all of you being who you are, and let's make you a bigger social butterfly.
A bigger social butterfly?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Let's grow.
Sometimes she doesn't like people.
Well, but I'm saying,
she
I
was
would support you being on television, syndicated shows, and all of that, every day. It's not for me, but I would say go ahead and be that person, because I believe that you are big enough to be that person. You know, so why and who would I be, and why would I be the person to slow you down and get in the way of your dream of social greatness? Who am I to do that? So I'm not going to.
Okay.
So I say, go ahead. So for me, I'm all right, and I can handle your celebrity. I really can.
Okay.
More than-
Listen,
more
I
than what
believe you.
More than what you think. More than what you think. I can handle you being a celebrity more than what you think I can.
I'm not a celebrity.
Mom, why are you lying?
I'm not a celebrity.
Everybody knows your name.
Not everybody.
Yes, everybody knows your name.
No, they don't.
All right. Are we done?
Yeah, that was the last topic.
Did I answer it right, though?
I think you answered absolutely truthful.
That's my first.
And that's always the right answer. To answer truthful.
Yeah, all right. So the question was, how do I...
Unless you're wrong.
I think I'm good with you being a celebrity and a social butterfly. And I think I enjoy it, actually. I really do.
What do you enjoy about it?
Because I get to see you prepare. I get to see how people receive you. And I'm proud. Yeah.
Oh.
Because, you know, people get to see the surface you, you know, and what they... But I think that folks would know you and love you if they knew the personal you as well.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think that, you know, you come off sometime because you want to act like you know nonsense and all of that.
I'm no nonsense.
But you're really a marshmallow.
The last 20 months.
What? Did you just call me the marshmallow man?
You are
He
a
said you're
marshmallow.
a marshmallow, Mom. You're a softie.
I'm not a softie. Don't listen to these people. They telling y'all fibs.
You ain't
No.
soft.
I'm a thug.
You ain't soft.
That's a lie.
That is a lie.
That's a
ain't
whole
soft.
lie.
lie.
Don't.
Don't you know lines and sin, Mom?
You soft.
There's something wrong with our mom.
I think we should do a cooking show for the next one.
I be taste tester. I like food.
Yeah, me too. We'll both be the taste tester.
What do you think?
Nice. This is the setup for failure. I knew it at some point it was coming. I knew at some point my deficiencies are going to be elevated and publicly.
I think that's the beauty of being on a real, like a live thing. They get to see everything without seeing everything. You know, you understand me?
No.
They get to see everything without seeing everything.
So you're going to go on television and cook
Technically, it's
when you won't let me in the kitchen with you.
Did he just say television?
We're going to cook together. So for those who are watching, comment what dishes you would like to see us attempt to cook. Like, you could even research. Stop! You could even research like a recipe for us to try, and we will pick one. And the next time we do our live, we will do a cooking thing. Would you stop? Oh, well, it's reconnecting. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so y'all can look up recipes, send them to me, and we'll pick one to do a live cooking episode.
For real? I don't know if we want to do that one.
Why?
Why not?
It needs to be rehearsed.
rehearsed.
You cannot rehearse cooking.
Unless you feel like buying infinite
No.
ingredients.
We take
Why?
away the element of failure.
Why can't
We take away the element of failure.
But that's the fun part of it, so people can see.
I have an idea. Dad can try to do your makeup.
No. Please. No.
I want to see it.
I.
Don't we all?
No.
I want to. I want to see what he does to her face.
I'm scared. That's why.
Make sure you use the right
This
foundation.
is real life, y'all. This is so real.
I wanted to bring my mask in here. I don't know what happened. to it.
Oh my
No.
gosh! Please, no.
Talking about failure. This is embarrassment.
I'm not embarrassed with you. Why would you be embarrassed with me?
Because what you did was absolutely ridiculous.
Because you're a dad and she's a teenager, and usually when teenagers get in front of the camera, they feel embarrassed when their family talks about them or doesn't think silly. So
Well, I let my hair down. How come you can't let your hair down?
my hair is
My
down.
hair up.
My hair is down.
Well, I think no, we can't go on live and do. We can do it live. We can do a cooking show live, but it needs to be something that I know how to cook.
We should have trios here. For the cooking
Right.
show.
Something like what?
What do you know how to cook?
Slumgolian.
What?
What is
Is
that? That sounds like a
I learned how to make
gibberish type
slumgolian when I was at Camp Greenwood.
of Camp Greenwood. That's like a fake
Mm,
Huh?
dad.
Swallow the cider first, Mom.
You killed my mama.
Where you going? Where you going? I know how to make slumgolian.
she said it's a fake fish.
No, that's tilapia.
Ooh.
I know how to do tilapia.
Ooh, don't nobody eat that. It's a man-made fish.
I know how to do that though.
That's disgusting.
Who is
Can someone
tilapia?
answer? What was that?
Slumgolian.
What is that?
I learned how to make it. I can't tell you what. I know how to make it.
What are the ingredients?
I know how to make it.
If you can't tell us the ingredients right now, then
What-
you don't know how to make it.
What are the ingredients?
You have to understand that slumgolian was termed because you were in the woods and you don't have all of the utensils.
So it's probably made out of bugs.
So we're gonna.
I learned how to not
starve.
starve. You know, I know how to not starve, and so.
So I don't know about this being a cooking show. I might have to do that by myself.
No, we in this together. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, but we're not making so.
I might have to do that by myself.
No, we do it, but we just can't take.
Ooh,
requests.
make mammon.
It can't be requests. We have to be able to. We have to do that.
What?
Mammon.
You know, something that I know how to do.
I think it should be a request. What do you guys? I think it should be a request. I think that the viewers should give us a dish that they want us to make.
I know.
And we should make it on live. I think that would be cool.
Really?
But here's the thing: it can't be no 2-hour dish. It can't. It has to be something within 30 to 40 minutes that we can do on live, and then we can do a taste test while we're live.
The judge.
Well, let's do that. Because I make good sandwich.
Roast. Hey, sis. She said roast.
No.
She said a roast.
Pot roast. Pot belly roast.
Something that you can't make a sandwich out of.
I'm
No,
actually
I'm
going to be
making a
making a pot roast sometime soon, so I'll keep you posted.
Hot sausage.
We already ate that.
I got the lasagna though.
You might.
Hey, listen. I got my lasagna.
And you also got your hot sausage, so that's off.
Yeah, you know. So I guess social media worked for me.
No.
You want? I know you wanted some real food. Yes, I agree. Listen, the whole thing is going to be seeing him cook.
Here we go again, setting me up for failure. You're gonna put me on front of a camera and say cook. Something
We're
that I
doing
don't
it
even know.
together. She said, "Okay, I got one buffalo chicken dip."
Have that. It's good.
I like that.
I made that.
I bet you I could do that.
Buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah.
JL ate that chicken dip last time.
I bet you I can do that. All right, let's do buffalo chicken dip.
We're taking requests, and I think we should do salmon.
It should be a dish that I can do.
Something simple. But
Something that I
new.
think I can cook.
Salmon, do
Something simple, but something new. You need to expand your cooking skills, sir.
please. You
And
can't
that's
live off
coming from a
the.
person who doesn't even really cook. But
I know how to
at
cook.
least
I keep telling you, I know how to cook.
I agree.
well enough.
I agree, Tonya. Buffalo chicken dip. I think that's that's an easy one for the win.
Why I'm not the cook? Why see
You are the cook.
this is not a comedy. It's not a comedy show.
TC said I'll be over.
Come
on.
It's not a comedy show.
It's
That's what. Yeah, listen, we're not gonna have folk in here knowing me. And when they see me out, say, Clay, I thought you could cook a cheeseburger. You can't do French fries.
That's actually a good idea.
No?
French fries.
That's
So
a fun
I'm-
one for Facebook. Yeah,
that?
which one? The buffalo chicken dip?
Or me cooking it.
I know what I want to eat.
We're both going to be cooking.
And nothing about this conversation sounds like you're going to cook anything.
Because if you want her to cook with you, you're most likely going to leave all the cooking to her.
Well, it doesn't sound like. It sounds like you're going to put the camera right in front of me. Give me a recipe and say go for it. That's exactly why you just made that sound.
I don't see the problem though. I think that would be pretty.
At least it's not like a baking show or
What's that?
something. At
You
least
said
it's not
yeah,
like
the buffalo chicken dip. I think that would be an easy one for him. I think he could do that one.
No, it is not about me doing it. You keep saying it's a us thing, but you keep saying he.
'Cause you live off the
If she
sandwiches.
really wanted to go all out with cooking, you would not be able to keep
I
up.
keep trying to tell you, I'm
She's
not.
trying to pick a
I
dish
don't
that's
even
easy
like
for
being
you
on the
to eat.
camera, and you're gonna make me do something that I'm not
Oh,
comfortable.
what? Relax yourself.
All right, I need a new apron. I need an apron. Someone give me an apron, and I wanted to say Big Daddy on it.
Oh Lord.
Big Daddy.
No, Big Papa.
Oh,
I'm Big
Lord.
Papa. I'm Big Papa.
Oh, okay, I think that'll be real cool. Or yes, I love that idea. They're gonna follow along. They're gonna do the same thing.
Period.
All right, so
So
you give me an apron
or
and a chef.
if we really want to make it interesting, Tanya,
So chef
We can have a-
master chef.
we could have a husband's cook. How about that?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I feel bad for Dad now.
I'm telling you, I know how to not starve. It's
Why
gonna
does
be a
it smell
matter.
like that?
It's gonna be a matter if they're gonna eat it or not.
I think the two brothers should cook for
Yeah,
the next show. What you think? What you think about that one?
I'm all right with tea cooking.
You too.
Both of y'all.
We gonna make a mess in the kitchen. We need. We need. We probably. We need.
He said, "Bro, we got this."
We got it.
Mama, I'm sorry, but why
Oh,
do you
no.
laugh like that?
Listen. All right. If you want to, you. Okay.
Shut up.
I was waiting to see if you were gonna catch it. I was waiting.
You just shut your mouth. All right, so great. All right, so the next show we have you and your brother will cook.
Wow.
All right, bro. You can't let me down. Because I'm gonna be relying on you to do this because
Y'all
it's-
both gonna probably be relying on each other.
Okay.
All right, so
And I'll throw some Slumgolian in.
No, I'm not.
well, you can save the Mongolian stuff for the
Mongolian?
whatever it's called.
Slumgolian.
You can save it. We don't
Slumgolian.
we don't
We don't want
we don't need
that.
that.
Okay.
We don't need that.
We don't want it, and we don't
All right.
need it.
All right, sis. This is going to be very interesting.
Are we going to
Sorry.
social distance or are we going to do it from?
We'll
Virtual.
go over.
Man, I love you and I love to touch you.
I love you too. I love you very much.
So how come I can't touch you?
Every 5 seconds.
Okay. I'll act like I don't like you then.
You don't want to do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Well, I'm gonna act like I love you then.
Anywho, yes. He said you're going to surprise them. Y'all are going to surprise us with something fabulous. So I can't wait to see this. Now I'm okay. Well, I tell you what. Here, we're going to up the stakes a little bit. Y'all going to pick the menu and y'all are going to surprise us with what you cook. How about that?
How about this?
No, but
But you know Mongolian.
you have,
Mongolian.
Slungolian,
you have to
Mongolian,
agree to
whatever
eat
it's called.
As long as it doesn't
No.
make me fun.
No.
How
You
about-
have to agree to eating whatever we cook.
How
You
about
both
As
have to
long
make
as
the same dish
okay,
and
so
not
it's all
single.
right. I will eat whatever you guys cook, as long
Whatever
as
I
it's not
cook.
meat.
See, here we go. See?
As long as it's not meat.
You don't want
You know I don't eat meat. You know I don't eat meat. I make it for everybody else.
You don't eat no meat?
As long as you guys can stay in chicken, fish, or turkey, we're good.
Wow.
You don't eat no meat.
What you mean he don't eat no meat? That's okay. I make lamb.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm with that.
We work it out.
Yes, we will work out the details. So y'all are in for a big treat, and I guess so are we, Tonya, because the next show we gonna have a meal prepared.
Wow.
Yes, and it's gonna be lovely. So, anything else you need to say,
I
sweetheart?
ain't got nothing.
Don't forget, wish him a happy birthday.
Oh, my goodness.
Happy birthday
We're not going to turn up.
to you.
You know, we should exit singing happy birthday. I think it's only befitting.
No, listen.
Why?
We're not gonna be here for your
You're
birthday,
gonna quench
Dad.
my whole thing for being on the social media.
But we're not gonna be
Really?
here for your birthday.
Yeah, that's.
What's my name?
Babe, that
am I?
don't mean anything. No,
Who am I?
I get it.
Who am I?
You my love.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me
You my love.
no more.
Chicken, fish, or turkey? He said we got this. Look.
Don't hurt
Word.
me
Okay.
no more.
All right, y'all got it. I'm all for it. I'm excited. I really am excited. All right. Nothing else? Cause we getting ready to hit an hour.
I'm done. I don't have nothing.
All right. So everybody send up a prayer for Brandon Bernard. Is that his name?
Bernard.
Brandon Bernard, who is facing execution tonight at midnight or sometime this evening. If you don't know his backstory, I posted it on my page a few times, but I'll share a little bit. He was with a group of people when he was 17 years old. They murdered 2 ministers, and to implicate him in the crime, they held a gun to. I know. She said they're funny in the background singing.
Finish telling
Right,
the story.
okay, I'm sorry. So to implicate him in the crime, the person who shot the 2 ministers held a gun to his head and told him to set the car on fire. And he was sentenced to death at the age, well, when he went on trial, he was 18. He was arrested at 17. He went on trial at 18, and they sentenced him to death. And President Trump is setting off this farewell of executions, you might as well say, and he's the first to be executed, the first of 13 to be executed before Trump leaves office in January. He's only 40 years old. He will be the youngest person to be executed since 1956 or something like that. It was, or 1953. It's on my website. You can go look at the story, and Kim Kardashian is advocating for, his day of execution. We're praying for it. So if you send up a prayer that by some miracle they extend the stay of execution and offer him life without parole in prison, that's what we are praying for right now for Brandon Bernard. Yes. Anything else?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm not. Happy birthday to you.
I'm good.
The net.
In a zoo, you look like a monkey and you smell like one too.
I used to sing that to them for whatever. It's from
That's not appropriate.
Madagascar.
That's not appropriate for birthdays.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you poor little thing.
You gonna cry? You gonna cry?
But since that's not it, we'll let you guys go. We're hitting our 1 hour, so we did it. We did 1 hour.
Wow.
Wow.
And next week we will have the Chef Caldwell and Chef Powell whipping up something for us.
Chef Wells.
Who
Chef
uses
Wells.
whipping
Chef
up?
Wells. Oh, I like that. High hand touching. All right, so the Chef Wells whipping up something for us, and we will see what it tastes like on live.
Mama, I'm
I'm
sorry.
excited.
Who uses the word whipping
Okay.
up?
That's good.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Remember, if you can't be helpful, at least don't be hurtful. God is love. And see y'all next week. Bye. Get out this.
Really, babe. Happy birthday on the camera.
We still laugh.
On the camera though.
We still laugh. We still